Thanks very much, viewers, for joining us once again on the Bowls New South Wales YouTube channel. We're about to see round number 3 of the 2026 Junior Tri-Series. And in this session, we have a girls' singles match to bring you. You see the players on the scoreboard there. Zoe Davies for New South Wales to take on Stephanie Locke for Victoria. My name's Lee Stinson. Joining me in co-commentary for this game, Chanel Shakuch. Big welcome back to you, Chanel.
Thank you for having me again. It should be a really good game. Both girls have had an awesome start to the series.
Of course, Chanel, both of us very familiar to Zoe. We've seen her at quite a few New South Wales junior events over the past few years, but we're just talking off camera. Our first opportunity to see Stephanie in action today.
Yeah, sure is. She's making her debut for Victoria this series, so it should be a really exciting campaign for her. And I'm sure she'll produce some good bowls. I've been watching her last night. She played really well.
Do you remember your first junior match, Chanel? When would that have been?
I do remember that. That was in 2022, the New South Wales Queensland Test Series. That was my first time in the Blues jersey for the juniors. Definitely was a memorable series. We did come away with the win, so that always helps.
Do you think Stephanie might be feeling a bit nervous coming into a week like this?
Yeah, definitely. I was pretty nervous my first time. It's always such an honour putting on your state's uniform, and yeah, just representing it with pride and having fun is the main idea. You can see the girls there having some fun, giving each other high fives, which is nice.
Looks like they've worked on a bit of a routine in the background as we have the siren go off in the background. 2-hour time limit, or first to 21.
As you can hear, the roar under the carpet. All the girls fired up. The boys are on the top green at Cabra this afternoon.
Of course, bringing you 4 different sessions today. If you weren't with us earlier on this morning, it was a win for New South Wales in the boys' pairs. Cooper Fleedner and Jacob Martin getting the job done there. Many games going on. You see that ticker coming across on screen. That'll start to populate throughout the course of the match. So here in round number 3, of course, 8 girls and 8 boys representing each state. And a bit of mixture of singles and team play, Chanel. 2 singles rinks and 2 triples rinks.
Yeah, sure is. Pretty good start there by Zoe. Just needs that meter more of weight. Steph here's just swapped over to her forehand.
So we, of course, formerly of Windang Bowls Club, made the move a couple of seasons ago to Warilla Bowls and Recreation Club. And yeah, been part of the Junior Blues for a number of years, and it's bowls like that expect to see plenty of. I like this already, Chanel. We're 4 bowls into the game, and both our players have already asked questions of the marker. And I think that's a good sign that the nerves are maybe settling in, that they're happy to be loud and ask the questions.
Yeah, definitely. Singles playing at this time, so they have to keep in mind how many times they look up to the head. Oh, what a shot there by Steph. And around those front bowls and trailing the jack.
Terrific shot. Needed precise weight to get the job done there.
Zoe here doesn't have to change much from her last. Just a touch quick. Getting a really good home. Not far off here. Steph again. Just needs to run. There's a big opportunity here for Zoe. Try and trail the jack here, draw the shot.
He certainly has the confidence with a nice second shot that she can play any weight that she wishes.
Not far off here at all. Zoe Davies. Oh, what a shot. Definitely will boost her confidence to start the game.
So we're going to see players go down to confirm things. It does look like one for New South Wales, and yes, confirmed by the players. So that last one from Davies. So as the Blues get the scoring underway, we'll keep you up to date across what's happening on all the other rinks throughout this session. But from a leaderboard perspective, after 2 rounds in the girls' competition, it is split right down the middle. All 3 states, 3 wins and 3 losses up to this point. We're going to take credit for New South Wales. They sit atop the leaderboard on margin at the moment. So extremely tight there. In the boys, it's Queensland on top. 4 wins and 2 losses. Victoria 3 and 3, and New South Wales 2 wins and 4 losses. So extremely tight overall, just in favour of Queensland from an overall perspective at the moment. 21 points. Victoria on 18 and New South Wales 15. So the states have played 12 of the 40 matches that they will play. So as you can imagine, still quite early in proceedings. And that last session, Chanel, I think all 3 states, 4 wins and 4 losses.
Oh, wow.
In the pairs. So nothing in it. There's Steph. Terrific opening bowl. Sitting alongside the jack. You play much here, Chanel? Do you know about where we are on the undercover at Cabra?
Yeah, I did used to actually play at Cabra a few years ago. The carpet here is always known to be a bit tricky. So the rinks 8, 9 and 10 are probably the better rinks of the green. But it is certainly a very nice pace.
Seems as though the side we are situated on the club side, tends to draw a little bit more than the other hand.
Yeah, definitely. My favourite side is definitely that ditch side on the club. I do really like it. Played the state junior champs here not long ago in April. Did play on this rink and I stuck to that pretty much the whole game.
2 terrific opening bowls here from Stephanie. A couple to play too for Davies, but 2 down at the moment. She's chasing this one down.
Not far off here at all. Just running through. Really good effort though.
Great to see, as you mentioned, Chanel, that with Steph on debut, obviously a lot of confidence within the Victorian camp to give her opportunity here in the singles.
Yeah, sure is. Sure, she's proved herself through the state junior champs down in Victoria. She's not going to be too happy with that though. Just falling short. Big opportunity for Zoe here. Get the jack back down the rink. Play confident.
What are you thinking, Chanel? Does it necessarily matter what the count is there at the moment? Are you just playing aggressive anyway?
Still really early on in the game, so yeah, she can take the punt and try and get the jack back early, put the pressure on. Could possibly get both bowls as well.
So jack through toward the ditch would be a fantastic outcome.
Sure would be. She's having a good look at it. She definitely has it in her to play the aggressive shots.
So she's made her mind up. She comes on to the mat.
She's on the backhand. She's looking at it. She's not far off at all.
Any contact on the bowls here will help.
Pretty good shot there.
Played enough weight to trail the jack to her advantage. Potentially has got herself second shot. It's close for two.
Sophie, I see you'll probably just stay on that backhand. Try and beat Zoe's bowl on the line. Stopping over to the forehand. Probably just trying to get up and over her bowl now. On the wide side, she can beat Zoe's wing one. Will be close for another shot as well. She's not far off here at all. Really good shot there by Steph. Adding another one to the count.
Yes, that was a top class end there from Stephanie Locke. So we know it's going to be at least two. And Zoe just looking there to see whether the third one comes into count. She thinks it's two, so love to see the girls move those two nearest ones out of the way, first of all. There we go, and players just going to their bags to get a measure. How do you go playing single Chanel? You like someone that likes to have the measure clipped on, or just keep it separate? And
usually
and
I clip on the measure. Always just have it ready. Easy to get to.
Some players don't like clipping it on or having it in their pocket. They find it distracting.
Exactly.
Everyone's slightly different.
Yeah.
You see
I think that
what
was
the outcome was.
It
and
is.
two shots there for Stephanie Locke. So she takes an early lead and well deserved. Played that end very, very well. Let us know where you are watching on from, who you're supporting. Tanya Warren sending out some support for Steph. And Jeanette there cheering on Zoe. So very much 50-50 in the comments. And we hope you are enjoying the coverage wherever you are tuning in from today. Lee Stinson joined by Chanel Shakouch in commentary for round number 3 of this Junior Tri-Series. 4 years into this competition, and the first one that you've missed, Chanel, isn't it?
It is. It's coming back here. Brings back a lot of memories, but it's always such a good event, and so excited to see all these new faces out here for all the states. A lot of people I haven't met before.
Of course, you've got a busy schedule coming up as well. Part of our New South Wales under 25 stateside, heading down to Victoria at the end of next week.
Yeah, we sure are going down to Victoria. We're playing at Deer Park. Nice new indoor there. Heard lots of good things about it, so keen to get down there, try it out. Also, Zoe Davies is also part of the under 25s women's team on my rink as well. So it should be really good.
One there from Steph as she draws the shot. Yeah, Deer Park, all pictures and videos that I've seen look fantastic of their rebuild down there. So I'm sure great facility to play at next week. And all the disciplines heading down from a New South Wales perspective. We have our under 25s, our state sides as well as our para and senior state sides. So plenty of competition going on down there, and no doubt the Bowls Vic team will bring you coverage of that commencing on Saturday morning next week. See Bowls manager Mark Casey from Deer Park actually on the rink here, coaching Stephanie today. Oh, is that one just misses the jack? Probably happy to miss contact in the end.
So we're just sticking to her backhand here. She's trying to get around the front to get back to the jack. Not far off. Just crashes into Steph's bowl there. Oh, sorry, that was her own bowl, so not too bad.
Yeah, those two-tone pink and blue can catch you out at times, can't they?
They certainly do. A couple of the girls have the new pink and blue bowls down here.
See how things have landed here. Zoe coming down to have a look. Probably blocked off access Chanel for a backhand draw, so potentially either a forehand draw or maybe an attacking attempt to remove the shot bowl.
Yeah, sure is. It is re-spot to the tee, so should be mindful of that. She doesn't have the best back. She's going to line up on her forehands. I think she's going to try and draw the shot around the front there. Still certainly enough room. Shot ball's just about a foot past the jack.
Not a good enough line. Just going to come down to speed now.
So Davies, not far at all. It's a great effort there. So be very close to shot.
Clap on the hip there from Stephanie, so you may have done enough. Wait for Zoe to make her way down to confirm. Obviously, marker George Jamison handing over the tape. So we're going to go to another measure. Looks extremely close there.
I was about to say that. Calling the umpire.
Like to see that, especially in these time games. The umpire was ready at the side of the rink that you see straight on. Green. Take it into action.
Just looking around the green, you can see next door you got Annabelle Teague and Lily Vardy playing each other in the singles. Bit of a rematch for the junior nugget final this year. I'm sure they would have a ripper of a game as well.
A couple of absolute superstars there, of course. Annabelle Teague, I think still only 15 years of age, already an under 25s state player. The champion of champion women's singles finalist here in New South Wales. And of course, Lily Vardy has been part of the Queensland women's state team for the past couple of years as well. So already make their mark in women's events, as we see it was the bowl of
Steph's bowl.
Steph's bowl as the umpire's taken off with the jack after doing the measure. The girls have politely asked the umpire to return the jack. So Victoria lead 3 shots to 1 early stage of this game. Opportunity while you're here too, Chanel, to congratulate yourself and your club mates. Division 1 New South Wales pennant champions just a couple of days ago. Must have been a big thrill.
Yeah, it was really good week with the girls. Really fortunate to come away with the flag. It's my first ever flag I've won in pennant, so really special.
You're 100% right. You've enjoyed quite a bit of success over the past few seasons, but there is something different about winning as part of a sides event.
It sure is. Just being with the team and great group of girls is with. We've got a couple of girls here playing this week. Annabelle Teague was part of the side, so was Sophie Payne.
Didn't have a look up. I'd love to know what the average age of your 8 players was.
Probably would have been pretty young, I
Pretty
reckon.
young, yeah, absolutely. Someone like Katie Astley, who's not all that far removed from Junior Bowls in New South Wales as well.
Yeah, sure is.
Natalie Lewis, Sam Morona. The experienced campaigners in your lineup last week, and only go back a decade or so ago, and they were the stars of juniors in New South Wales.
Yeah, they sure were. You see lots of big names now with the Commonwealth Games athletes, all started through these grassroots programs, in the junior events, in the test series, and the Australian Junior Championships. Obviously, we know from these 8 girls and 8 boys, it will be narrowed down to 5 girls and 5 boys to compete over in Perth later in the year in October.
So I have a correction there from Zoe after her first one just dropped into the ditch. Has got Stephanie Locke to change to this wider drawing backhand. Weight looks good enough.
It's a pretty good swap over there by Steph. So he's also swapped over here to the backhand. So I miss her line of touch, crashing into the front bowl. The speed probably wasn't too bad though.
Big potential score on offer here for the Victorian. Holding 3. This one not quite going the full distance. So for Zoe Davies, bit of early pressure.
Zoe Davies not far away here at all. Just needs to run that extra couple rolls. That definitely will help. I think we might see the measure come out here again.
Both girls not too sure. Slightly deceptive with that view on screen. It certainly looked like Stephanie's bowls were holding on. She's had to go with the fingers. Zoe going to do the same. The marker in readiness with the tape, but it's not needed. They have decided an outcome, and it is 2 shots to Victoria. So 5-1 now the advantage for Stephanie Locke, and she's starting to go very well, Chanel, hasn't she?
Yeah, I was going to say, she's definitely came firing up from the start. She's nailing this length with the mat back to the tee. And Jack a couple meters up from the tee. So playing that around 3/4 length. She's sticking to this side of the green that she's playing really well.
Probably just dialed in to be better weight more often than Zoe has up to this point anyway. Still very early on.
Yeah, another great start there by Steph. The weight can be a bit tricky under this carpet here. It's a bit fiddly. Try to add that bit more end up that metre or two pass and you try to take that bit off and you end up that metre short. Definitely can be frustrating at times. So we're just following down Steffi. It's the journey. Awesome track though.
And once again, it's Stephanie Locke taking the better of the opening bowl. That toucher with her opener falls right behind the jack, and Zoe's just a metre or so in front.
Yeah, singles is so important with that first two bowls. Really puts the pressure on your opposition.
Decision time now. Zoe's going to stick to the draw. Could be an argument to open the shoulders up and try and go through, although that bowl of Stephanie's just did drop down across centre rink there. Zoe backing herself with good draw weight and done enough there for a second shot. Joe Whitehead joining us in the comments, cheering for the Victorians, watching on from Cairns. Lovely spot. Have you been up to Cairns before?
Yeah, I have been up to Cairns. It's really nice up there.
And Charlotte Heyman, one of your former junior and now under 25 teammates, cheering on Zoe, of course.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, I'll see her next week as well. So hi, Charlotte. Can't wait to see you represent the Blues again.
Zoe just trying to work up past these front bowls. She gets under her and she's a chance.
Oh, good shot there.
Well, we still won to Victoria, but certainly open up some opportunities for a last.
Steph's just coming up here to have a look. Not a bad idea.
Two very experienced coaches here at the back of the rink. As we said, for Victorian, one of the absolute stars of the sport in Victoria's Mark Casey. And Zoe in her corner has current New South Wales Women's State Representative Jessie Cattell. Watching on. So these two young ladies have great mentors on the side of the rinks.
Steph getting another one in there. Not too bad. She does have the backest on the rink. So there's always definitely got to be mindful which weight she plays here.
Certainly an option to go to her forehand, left-hand side of screen as you look at it.
Yep.
Turn her own bowl, or probably ideally miss her own and sit the nearest bowl out.
Yeah, definitely.
See Jessie just talking about that just underneath the scoreboard there. With Zoe at the back of the green. Looks like the decision has been made. How did you find these games, Chanel, with someone at the back of the rink? Were you someone that liked to ask questions or back your own judgment? How did you
I'd usually back my own judgment and try and play the shots I'm confident with, but it's always nice to have your coach there. Take a break and chat to them if things aren't going your way. Breaks up the game a bit, especially with 6 rounds of play. It's a long week, and Wilkesy always said it's a marathon, not a sprint. So really just take one bowl, one game at a time.
Looks like Zoe is trying to find a way through to this shot bowl.
It's not far off here at all.
Oh, well, a little edge off the front. Might
Bit
have
fortunate
trickled
there.
up. I think you're right with that discussion about the coach, Chanel, too. Often it's as much as to have a chat and have a bit of company there. Singles can be a lonely sport at times.
Sure
so,
is.
Yeah, just someone to bounce off. And
Yeah, singles isn't a funny game sometimes. You can really have a really good game, find your rhythm,
Looked like Stephanie has held on to shot there. I thought the way that bowl trickled up, it might have gone the Blues' way, but it is Stephanie Locke 6-1 in front now, and that's 4 consecutive ends for her.
Yeah, Zoe really want to win this end now, get the mat back and choose her length.
Great atmosphere here at Cabra Bowls, and we thank them once again for being the hosts of the Junior Tri-Series. Of course, they hosted here in 2023 as well, and current home of the Junior Blues, and a great supporter of bowls across all levels of our sport.
Yeah, sure is. We just see Steph rolling the jack into the ditch there. Zoe now gets to choose her length.
There might be that little break you spoke about. You can already see she's taken the mat a lot deeper in the green, and the jack's going down 2 metres or so from the tee at this end. So just extending things out by a couple of metres. Of course, it is still Stephanie that gets to play first. And she's saying, it doesn't matter where the jack is, I'm going to draw right to it.
Yeah, she's definitely found it really good. Started this game. So we're drawing on her backhand.
Yeah, just the way the bowls are falling at the moment is just, you're enticing Zoe just to play on different sides of the green. And
Yeah, she struggled with finding that one hand, chopping and changing.
I think sometimes, with your first bowl, and if not 2 bowls, almost best to just stick down that same side of the green, irrespective of where the opposition goes. Unless you are supremely confident and feeling good on all 4 hands, just to try and get into that rhythm. But potentially Zoe has decided to come to the wider hands. Played a few good shots down here on this backhand, as this one weighted a bit better, but just underneath the line. See some of those scores down at the bottom of your screen start rolling through. Of course, singles players denoted there, and the skips in the triples combinations.
So it's his line's a lot better. Just going to run through that touch more again.
Yeah, just sails past. For Stephanie Locke here, just an opportunity to draw another, but would be conscious of the back of the rink, so probably trying to draw 2 or past the jack, and unfortunately just pulling up short. I wonder, well, there is a temptation to maybe look to trial this jack and sit the shot bowl out.
She was trying to draw the shot here, Zoe. Awesome track again. Just missing that weight.
Yeah, should be a little disappointed with that. And some protection at the back of the green. So 5 ends in a row for Stephanie Locke as she moves out 7 shots to 1 ahead. And still early days. We're only Just past 30 minutes in this game. Of course, it is first to 21, as you see on our scoreboard. However, games to a maximum of 2 hours as well. So, and with low scoring up until this point, there is the potential, early days, that we may not get to a full conclusion here potentially.
Yeah, definitely. Though 2 hours seems like a long time. Low scoring games can really drag it out. Walking up to the head, chatting to the coaches. Not far off again there from Steph, just that metre short. We swapped our hands again here.
Bowl just trying to make its way through into the sunlight there. I'll show you we have fantastic conditions here today at Cabra. Quite a bit cooler down here, Chanel, than it would be up on the higher grass screen in the sunlight.
Sure is. Beautiful blue skies here. Another great correction by Steph. Slowly getting closer. So here just has to correct her weight. Line spot on.
And I think if you are just trailing in the game, we do need to look towards missing on the more positive side. Give yourself that chance to change the momentum or work with the bowls that are in front of you. As you say, Chanel just added that bit extra weight there again. Stephanie right up towards jack level. Indication from the markers was 2 bowls in front. So Zoe's got a nice line here. Her opening 2 attempts. Just need to add a couple of metres of weight.
Just doing a bit of research there. Steph is 15 years of age. So it's her first year. She's got a few years left. I'm sure we'll see a lot more of her throughout the junior ranks.
Yeah, so Stephanie Locke plays out of the Hilltop Bowling Club in Victoria. It's about a couple of hours north of Melbourne in Tachira, for those that are familiar with that part of the state. As you say, at 15, got that opportunity to feature for the next few years.
Yeah, sure is. So he's only 16. She's been in the blue squad a couple years now.
He's come to the forehand side. Looks like catching something at the front, or is there a gap? Well, didn't quite have the speed. I think we're going to have a sizable count here for Locke. Wait for confirmation from our marker.
Girls having another good look at the head. Just the one there. Steph brings the score to 8-1.
8-1, so it was Zoe who took a single on the first end. Right, 6 consecutive ends now in favour of Stephanie Locke, as she does lose the jack into the ditch for a second time. So we'll see if Zoe does try and lengthen things out again. Jay just letting us know that Steph's just recently moved clubs, gone to the Wungnu Bowls Club. So, formerly of Hilltop Bowling Club. Obviously, a recent change since the announcement of these sides. Can often happen in the junior ranks, can't it, Chanel, that players look for an opportunity, whether that's more coaching or opportunity for further development.
Yeah,
Good
sure
mentor
is.
maybe to club.
Yeah, I started at a little club at Sydney, just Padstow Bowling Club, southwest of Sydney, and now at Maryland's. And you can see, like, Annabelle Teague, she lives in the country, lives around Forbes, and travels to Sydney to play bowls, to develop her bowls career. So definitely big opportunities for the girls.
Yeah, it's nothing against our smaller or our regional and rural clubs, but as you say, you get the opportunity, such as yourself, to play at some of these major metropolitan clubs. Just the coaching that you can get, as well as those team aspects, and as you said, the ladies that you play pennant with, now at Club Maryland's too, Chanel. It's just fantastic to have those opportunities that, you know, perhaps you may not get at the original club that you start at, just given the strength and state or international players that are at these major clubs.
Yeah, of course. Zoe's first one, fishing a good home there.
Yeah, I like that. Start finishing in behind. Every now and then you've got that metre or so of weight, you'll run into the jack yourself.
Yeah, exactly. She can stick to it.
Hello to you, Carmen Plaza, one of the great supporters of the bowls coverage here on our channel. Hope you're enjoying the action here today. Round 3 of the Junior Tri-Series for those just tuning in. It's been a very even start to the competition. Overall, Queensland just leading the way from an overall perspective. However, there's certainly been no major moves made. Results across each session added up.
Steph just swapped over to her backhand here. Not far away from picking up the jack. Just coming under. So we've played 2 good ones down the forehand side. Just needs to correct her weight.
Just from that view you see on screen, it does look like Zoe holding the shot at the moment. Just asking this one to bend in underneath.
Yeah, really good shot. Really good shot there. Looks like shot bowl from here.
She's got a little cheer squad just away to our left-hand side too, Zoe. Mother and grandmother here in the audience. You know, of course, Zoe based about an hour and a half south of Sydney, so not too far to come up and cheer her on.
So we're just asking who's holding. Oh, one down, looks like last bowl, shot bowl. She's got 2 seconds. She could afford to get the bowl or jack here. She's holding on the tee.
Yeah, it's kind of one, pick what weight you like. Yeah, you must arrive. Give yourself at least a chance to trail this jack. As you said, you could go really firm if you want to, but give it a good chance. Fortunately, probably just left it behind on weight for what she wanted to do and just drops in underneath. So the scoreboard stretches out again. Indication from our marker, George Jamieson, is that it is 1 to Victoria. Zoe Just going to go to the measure to confirm that. Measuring that Victorian bowl first, and then they'll go to the back there to check that one of Zoe's on the centre line, and it is one shot confirmed to Victoria's Stephanie Locke, so 9-1 now in her favour. So you mentioned you started at Padstow, not all too far from here. Chanel, how did you get into the sport? Was it through family or school, or what was your first introduction to bowls?
Yeah, so it was through family. My mum's side of the family plays. So my grandparents started, mum and auntie picked it up. Then I just been hanging around the bowling club, so decided to try it myself. And been history ever since, and definitely haven't looked back.
Yeah, you hear that story so often that the younger member of the family is often brought along to cheer on someone else, and begging for an opportunity after a while to have a go. And as all of you know who are watching on today, once you start in this sport, it's very easy to be hooked.
Yeah, sure is. There's definitely a big stereotype about it. It's an old person's game, but certainly not. Definitely recommend get down to your local club, try it out. Any age, any ability, it's so inclusive and a great sport.
See Stephanie's first bowl there, and so we might have ducked in for a quick comfort stop. And we always talk about the need to grow membership across all our clubs, and I think that's our best avenue to do it. So for all of you watching on, if you've got kids, grandkids, let's utilise who we have within the sport to promote it, get more into your club. See there on screen, New South Wales viewers, our state over 40s pairs qualifying. Entries closing in a matter of days, so midnight on August 11. Those entries will close, so early next week. Jump on to Bowls Link to secure your spot. They, of course, can be male, female or mixed teams in that competition. Already close to 400 pairs entries have entered across the state. You'll play within your local region first, with the top 32 teams making their way to the state finals at Yamba later in the year. Just a few years away for you, Chanel, the over 40s pairs competition.
Yeah, not long at all. Can't wait for that. Get to play with my mum then.
She may have bowed out of the 40 to 59 age bracket by the time you enter it.
Oh, damn it.
So, Zoe just took a quick break from the rink. Not a bad thing after losing a few ends in a row. Maybe a bit of self-chat, going to the bathroom and
Yeah, definitely.
splash a bit of water on the face and
That's something I certainly do.
have a quick talk to yourself.
Pretty much. It's good to take that 2 minutes out. Just reset and come back. Such a long game, first to 21. I think of it as first to 7, first to 14, the first to 21. So now probably she's looking to get that first to 14 now.
Yeah, just start to improve that scoreboard. She get back-to-back ends. Of course, we are playing time. 2 hours or first to 21, but really just tick past the 45-minute mark of this game, so still plenty of time to go. Oh, she does turn Stephanie's bowl up a roll. So may have altered who holds shot there. One bowl left for each player.
Still pretty open to draw a shot here. Steph just going on a forehand. Get around the front. A meter of room. Just missing her weight there. Line wasn't too bad.
Probably fallen into a place there. Makes it slightly trickier for Zoe on the draw.
Yeah, so Zoe has the opportunity to swap over, draw the shot, come back on her backhand, play positive. Her ball's coming through. She sits Steph's ball out the head. If she's one down, the shot looks pretty close. She's sticking to that backhand.
Oh,
Playing
it's
with a
firm
bit of
weight.
weight,
Yeah,
yes.
don't mind this. Give yourself a chance. She's close to this shot bowl. Well, gets it out,
Oh,
runs onto the
good
jack.
shot.
Does she stay with it? I think she has made one. We sense some of that frustration. I'm not sure if you caught it, viewers at home. There was a call of please, please, please get that shot bowl out.
Yeah, sometimes when you're struggling at touch, may as well just go hit it sometimes instead of trying to play it perfectly.
And Zoe does take the shot, so she doubles her score. And 9-2 now the overall score. See those results coming in at bottom of your screen from all 12 rinks in play during this third session. Can let you know the Victorian girls at the moment are leading on all 4 rinks they are contesting. And New South Wales lead on the 2 rinks against Queensland. So a big push by the Victorian girls. And in the boys' disciplines, it's Queensland leading on all 4 rinks that they are contesting in this session. And New South Wales leading on the 2 rinks that they are up against Victoria. So as it stands at the moment, a bit different across both genders, but midway through session number 3, New South Wales leading on 4 rinks, Queensland leading on 4 rinks, and Victoria leading on 4 rinks.
Yeah, it's always so close. You can see Zoe's just changed the length here. Back, jack close to the top of the line. Really nailed that first bowl.
Yeah, good change. She probably didn't quite play to the level that she wanted to when she stretched it out, so it's done something different.
Yeah, I think it was a good idea to shorten it up. Haven't really played much short ends in the game. Even trying a bit of the mat up, jack on the tee. Steph's not far away here at all. It's a good shot.
That will be close for shot. Question has been asked of our marker, so there's one there to Zoe, I believe.
She could probably afford to swap her hands now. She tries to draw back to Steph's last bowl. She turns hers onto the line, changes it up. Definitely want to be finishing pass with this bowl. Nothing for short. Zoe Davies is not too far away at all. Just needs to get back to the bowl now.
Wow, she may have just tipped that bowl on the angle to bring it in closer.
It's pretty stiff.
It
She's
is-
one down now.
Yeah, one shot now to Victoria.
That last ball did finish in a good home though, so possibly with her next one, if nothing changes, she's back on her forehand. Trail the jack, sit the bowl.
Well, does Stephanie return the favour here? Well, it does touch that Zoe Davies bowl forward.
I feel like it is trying to fall over that bowl.
It is. Must be. Zoe used a dimple on her bowl. It looks like it's
Yeah,
just
sure
saying
does.
the dimples. Doesn't look like it's quite laying down. Must be awfully close.
I think the shot doesn't change though. I reckon she does swap back on her forehand, try to draw under. She thinks she's down. She's chatting to Coach Jessie Cattell at the back of the rink.
Yeah, so just made her mind up.
Sticking to the backhand. Just trying to draw around. She touches heads over. Probably make the shot definite then.
Yeah, don't be afraid to just arrive to this, Zoe. I think she's got the pace right.
Yeah, she's not far off at all. Zoe Davies.
Oh, Zoe, what a shot.
What a shot.
Absolute perfection. What do we know, Chanel? We were calling to play the forehand.
I know.
She saw it different to us. Came across on the backhand. And made a couple. Terrific bowl there from Zoe. And apply some pressure back the other way. So Steph's underway already with her final bowl here. Does it get underneath?
It
Does, but just runs past.
It's a pretty good effort there. Gave it a chance. Just finishing that touch wide with that speed.
So for the first time in this match, it will be back-to-back ends for Zoe Davies. She narrows the margin. 2 shots there to the Blues, so 4-9 now our overall score. And we see that replay there. Chanel, it's Zoe on a backhand.
Yeah,
Looks tough to get to on that angle, doesn't it, on screen?
Yeah, that's what it looked like from here. But you can really trust it on this carpet. It does turn back if you have that good speed. She played it perfectly.
You nailed it. It was all about having the right weight to give it the chance to turn around the bowls at the front. And sat perfectly on that bowl at the back of the rink. The former New South Wales State Singles Champion Corey Daly in the comments saying that juniors are the building block of every successful club. And he started some junior coaching clinics at Park Beach up on the mid-north coast of New South Wales just a couple of weeks ago. He's already getting 20 kids coming along each week playing and loving it. So well done to you, Corey. 2008 men's New South Wales singles champion.
Oh wow, that's when I was born.
Giving things back to the sport up at Park Beach.
Yeah, that's really good to hear. Joseph Clark has also moved down to St John's Park. I'm pretty sure he started at Park Beach, near Coffs Harbour, northern New South Wales. So we just pulled up that bit short. So did Steph. Still some room. So we just asked her how far short it is. Sometimes it can be deceiving from the other end. So it's always good to ask the questions.
6 feet was the response given. Obviously, Chanel, in your school career, you're not at all familiar with feet and inches, but did you have to learn those pretty quickly in the bowls world?
Yeah, I pretty much did. I remember when I first started, I didn't know what they are. I said, "Can you show me with your hands, please, how far that is?" And I was like, from then. Now
You get told the bowl's 10 inches off the jack, and that means, very little, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure is.
Something that has stayed with our sport. We haven't transitioned to say that bowl's 60 centimetres away or something. It's 2 feet.
Yeah. Really good shot there by Steph. She's really playing this side of the green really well. From N1 to now. Still got a foot of room though.
It's not shot there for Zoe Davies, but good to see she's starting to find a bit more of a rhythm and building some bowls In and around the jack.
Steph just put up that bit short then. Probably so he was looking on that forehand. Might be in her eye too. But I think she can afford to still come around and up and over her own, or she sticks to that backhand, draws a shot. Also, possibly she could go for the bowl, get it clean. Big chances there.
There's three options, isn't there? As you will see it from behind the rink again here in a moment. As you say, you go really firm on the backhand to go for the shot bowl, or the perfect draw. Or over left-hand side of your screen, she's got her two bowls just to the left of the jack. Try and work those up a roll or two.
Yeah, well, she did play a cracker of a bowl coming down this way when she got the bowl over to the jack for one. So she might play a bit of weight down here again, but I think she's opting for the forehand, trying to get up and over her own. Lots of chances down there.
Just a bit of breeze has come up, going directly back into the player. So he just needs to give this a little chance and hope to get the right angle for connection. Finds the gap, unfortunately for her, but like the intent.
Yeah, I think she had pretty good speed for what she was trying to execute there. Still a lot of heaps of room. But Steph can really add another one here. Bring the score back out to a decent margin.
Stephanie Locke, 9-4 in front at the moment, holding it a good shot here presently. So trying to double up. Add to the count. That's a pretty good line for that side of the green. Just on the cautious side and pulling up in front. But it will be the Victorian who reaches double figures first here in this singles match, as we are exactly halfway through our 2-hour time limit. Just ticked across 1 hour, and see our score updated there. 10 shots to 4. Victoria in the lead.
Yeah, I think we'll see Steph stretch it back out again. She's playing really well on those lengths.
It's a bowls marathon to today, viewers. This is match number 2 of 4 that we will bring you. Our next session commences 2:30 p.m. local time. We'll have a girls pairs match. Still just waiting on confirmation from our side managers. That would be New South Wales against Queensland in the girls' pairs. And finally, this afternoon, we will be featuring a boys' fours rink. Obviously, New South Wales involved later on tonight as well. So plenty of bowls throughout the course of this afternoon and tonight. And you'll have myself, Lee Stinson, and Chanel Shakouch to bring you the action throughout the remainder of today's play. We've locked you in for the remainder of the day. Chanel, are you here?
Sure have.
Till we finish?
Yes. It's another 2 cracking games, and she'll be part of every game so far. It's top tier quality.
I did notice on the scheduling you got the morning session off.
I did. Got the sleep in, which was nice.
Kira, very kind to you, giving you that couple extra hours rest before coming over.
Yeah. See Steph not too far away here again. Really good 2 opening bowls.
We appreciate you joining us, Chanel, for coverage. We've allowed Nick the opportunity to return home. He's got quite a big drive ahead of him this afternoon. It's been a very busy week for Nick across the broadcast of the women's pennant competition. So he's departed the venue to head back home and reacquaint himself with loved ones. And he'll be back with us for Grade 1 pennant coverage in a couple of weeks' time at Yamba.
Beautiful spot in Yamba as well. So not long ago in February for the interregion. It was really nice greens and areas.
Stephanie Locke dialed in here down to this deep jack. Once again, another one right in amongst things.
She's really found her groove here.
So there's a bowl just sitting behind Jack on either hand for Zoe to draw up to. One of those ones where you know you need to reach, but if you play too firm on that draw line, you just won't get back, and she's decided to take some of the bend out of it.
Zoe, just missing on that high side.
Oh, missed it by millimetres there. Close to getting a couple of bowls out. Good forceful attempt.
Steph in the area again. Awesome shots.
That's an outstanding end there from Stephanie Locke. 4 bowls into mat length, nearly even a mat width from the jack.
So we're just coming up here to have a look.
Part about where that's gone is it's difficult for the jack to go directly back into the ditch.
I was going to say, she can kill it, probably get 2, maybe 3 balls out. She just tries to draw it. She can give herself a chance on the forehand, I reckon. But she didn't miss by much on the drive.
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it, Chanel? The best chance of getting shot is probably just to arrive on the draw.
Yeah, sure is. And if she's that touch high, she can sit and get 3rd shot maybe.
Yeah, unless she just missed the jack and connected that very nearest one with a drive, we have a chance to scatter a few out, but not going to be easy to score with the drive. So the best way to get shot is probably with the draw. The best way to reduce the count would be with the drive.
Yeah, sure is.
So we'll see which one she decides to go. Had a quick chat with Coach Jessie Cattell at the back of the green. And we'll see what Zoe decides to do.
She opted for the forehand. I think it's that arriving shot, trying to draw it.
Little trail the jack or sit on the bowls. Is she wide enough?
Don't think so.
And a well played in there from Stephanie Locke. 4 terrific draw shots. Sees her get the maximum count of 4. And it's a little mini fight back there from Zoe Davies, but Stephanie Locke has certainly powered back herself. Back-to-back ends sees her extend that lead. Now 14 shots to 4.
Yeah, definitely brings Steph out here to a good lead. Only 3 more shots till she's on the springboard. Sticking to that near to T length. Not a bad start there, just running through. Definitely in a handy home though.
Once again, Zoe just pulling up in front, and another one there for our New South Wales audience. Still a few weeks to go to get your entries in, but we have recently opened our nominations for state mixed pairs qualifying. Once again, 32 teams will progress to the state finals. That to take place in early December. And regional qualifying in late October. So all those dates available on the Bowls New South Wales website and on your entry portal for your region. So check out the dates of play for that event and see if you can beat those two players on screen. Two-time back-to-back champions, Ben Twist and Brianna Smith, as they'll look no doubt to take part and get a hat-trick of titles. And Chanel, have you locked away a partner for that event?
I haven't. I tried to get the other half, Jack, to play with me, but he's too busy playing bowls in Victoria, unfortunately.
He brushed you for this one.
I know he has. It's unacceptable, isn't it?
Oh, you'll have to have a stern talking to him with that one.
Sure will.
Chanel, you have the option to play with anyone in your region for the mixed pairs competition. So, you of course at Maryland, so you've got obviously plenty of players there at Maryland's or
Sure
anyone
do.
else in that metro northwest part of Sydney.
So here, not too far away at all. Another good shot there.
That'll make a couple there for Zoe Davies.
Steph here, just underdone the line a bit. Weight was pretty good though. So yeah, Zoe definitely holding the two. Big opportunity to draw a three here.
And needs to make the most of these chances. And Stephanie's just missed the mark.
Yeah, these free kicks are definitely vital, and I think she's played it pretty well.
Little kick on the jack may see things remain as just two, but we'll just wait for confirmation in a moment.
It is the two there to Zoe. Brings the score to 14-6. Opting for the same length, the mat back, jack up. She did play it well. See next door, Annabelle Teague taking the win over Lily Vardy as well, 21-10. Really good quality game though, doesn't really reflect the score.
Well, her stocks just continue to rise. Annabelle Teague, she is forced to be reckoned with. And I think Chanel has that fantastic singles mindset and temperament. Doesn't seem to get too flustered out on the rink.
Yeah, sure is.
Keeps the poker face, so to speak. You don't seem to get, much out of her. You'd look at her and not know whether she was 10 in front or 10 behind.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely a good thing to have for singles. Such a mentally challenging game with yourself as well. Can be pretty lonely out there.
I can't seem to do that. I usually know whether I'm in front or behind. What about yourself? You let things out? Are you
sometimes.
Pretty well reserved?
Bit of both. A really good correction there by Zoe. Steph just going past here. Have a good line though. Big opportunity for Zoe to nail it and put on the pressure again. Another multiple here. We'll see her back in it as well.
Yeah, we've mentioned it a few times, but Stephanie Locke hasn't had many loose bowls, so try and take any advantage when you can. As Zoe sits in on her own, so still a little gap there back to the jack, but all you can do is hold shot. See those scores filter through at the bottom of your screen if you want to see your teammate, your relative, how they're going. You can follow on, of course, on the BowlsLink results portal as well, with our triples skips and our singles markers recording those scores end by end.
Steph's weight was a lot better, just finishing slightly high. So we're just asking how far past her bowl was to make that correction. Not far away again. She's just sit on her own. Just going past though, but not in a bad home.
It's a big one for momentum here now. Zoe maybe just springing back to a little bit of confidence, but Stephanie Locke can take that all the way with a good draw shot. Certainly on a tighter line to a previous attempt.
Yeah, speed looks pretty good as well. It's a good shot.
That might be one that we look back on at the end of the game. A slightly looser end from both girls, but it does look like it will be Victoria's Stephanie Locke who takes it, and indeed it is. So 1 to Victoria, 15-6. Now the advantage. Put you on the spot, Chanel. Who was your toughest opponent in your junior singles play? Maybe a New South Wales player. It might be someone that you came up against from any of the other states. Do you have a really tough opponent? That
Lily Vardy was always one.
Yep.
She's always been around. Such a good player and such a good person as well. Probably in Anda from South Australia as well. She's top tier as well. Always had good games with both the girls.
You're not going to take on the pronunciation of Anda's surname?
No, I don't want to butcher it. But yeah, lots of good qualities, and also best friends Reese and Jazz. Always top quality games against them. We would come around each other.
Well, you'd struggle to play those two in singles. You'd all be laughing and
I know.
having fun with each other all the time.
Exactly. You're too busy chatting than playing bowls sometimes. No, such good people though.
Two good bowls to start with. You mentioned Reese Finn Young. It was quite unusual a few weeks ago here at Cabra Bowls, seeing her in a maroon uniform, wasn't it?
Sure was. Well, Reese started Rimbula and now has moved up to Helensvale. But yeah, she's doing awesome things up there. Yeah, it was definitely strange seeing her in the maroons, but so happy for her. See Steffi pulling up that bit short. Line's really good though. So here just crashing into the front. Not far away from Steph. Just shy, not one in the area though. You can probably hear the girls all chanting their states now, coming to the pointier ends. Lots of close games.
So Marka George just indicating extremely close for shot, but did just slightly favour Victorian bowl.
So we're just crashing into that front one there.
It's awkward there on screen, isn't it, with those shadows coming across?
It is. It's so hard to see him like squinting, looking at the screen that we have in front of us.
Does have an option here. She's just on the wide side of the jack to sit Zoe's, or even finishing behind. Well, she's going to be under. What's going to happen here? Well, she sits her own and drops away. I'm going to suggest that's now one to Zoe Davies, the one just to the left-hand side of the jack, as you see it there on screen. But
they're pretty unlucky there by Steph. It's not terrible. She does have another one in the area now. I think Zoe just needs to try and draw another one here.
Yeah, fortunately for Steph, she's out of bowls, so this needs to be a very careful attempt by Zoe Davies. About 40 minutes left in this current session. 15 shots to 6 on screen, so Zoe's going to need to get some multiples of her own. I think at this stage of the game, Shell, if you do give shot away here, I think that's just bad luck. I think you've got to try and draw in and get as many as you can.
I agree. I think she just has to maximise her free kicks here. Give herself a chance. If she gives it away, bad luck. But with the time left, she's got to make the most of it now. Sticking to that forehand. She can trust it on the wide line there.
Wow. Almost did give it away, but found the gap between her own bowl and the jack. But yeah, gave it a chance to draw another, which is good to see. As we said, needs to try and capture everything she possibly can. So it is one to Zoe Davies. So she'll get us underway here on this next end, and Matt's at the back, and I'm sure, as we've seen the last couple of times, Chanel, this jack will be up towards the front of the line.
Yeah, sure is. I'm surprised she's not trying a mat all the way up as well, trying to change up that short lengths. Steph has been getting these mat back lengths now, and she's nailing it.
Depending on how the bowler looks at things too, Chanel, whether you're someone that looks at a mark in front of you on the green or whether you look up the other end of the bank, it can change the perspective, can't it? If you've got moving the mat and jack around us.
Yeah,
a good first one
definitely.
up here. What's your go-to? Do you look at it, something on the green, up on the bank, or have you got another method of how you find your line?
Depending, like, if there's lines on the green as well, can really take into that. I mainly look at something on the bank, find my point, straighten my body and make sure out to that point, trusting my bowl.
All about alignment, isn't it? Yeah, just
It
getting
is.
everything moving in that direction you want to go.
Yeah.
Shoulders, feet. You don't want to be crisscrossing yourself around, so just line up correctly and step at the target. Sounds easy.
I know, right? I wish. I was always making it look easy here. Really good shot there. She's not going to be too disappointed with that. Gives herself chances. Another good shot there by Steph. Opportunity for Zoe here to play similar ball to her last and try the jack. There's 2 down though.
A couple of things to work with, as you said. In confident draw, we aim to be half a metre past. Right into the jack. If you pull up a fraction short of your target, you can draw the shot.
Yeah, of course. Just chatting to Jessie behind the rink there. On the mat now. See, all these young girls and boys have such smooth deliveries as well. Zoe Davies not too far away here at all.
Can she get to the jack? Well, just misses on the inside. That was a perfect weighted bowl to give her the chance.
I think Steffi really needs to try and get something past. Cover up the back a bit.
Yeah, no real target there. So, as you say, slipping behind. I don't think she has.
Just pulling her line of touch. I think from that does look like she was just trying to draw another shot in there. I wouldn't change much again from Zoe. She was really close with her last bowl. Big bowl.
Yeah, this could be a potential game changer if she can make some contact. Well, she's certainly up on the weighted side of things. What does she find from here? Zoe Davies. Well, one just on the inside, one just on the outside. It's gone all around it. And for Stephanie Locke, just be conscious here. You don't want to move the jack yourself. Nice little careful draw. The order of the day for you.
Steph's not looking too far away here again.
Doesn't want to edge this jack too far. Well, and drops away. Let's see what that may have done. Has she hung on to shot? It does look that on screen. Angles can often be deceptive.
Now getting the measure out. It's pretty close all around.
I think Zoe just indicating to us that she feels like it is still one to Victoria, but wow, for Stephanie Locke, any more movement on the jack was going to be quite dangerous.
Yeah, still is one to Victoria.
So 16-7 now our score here on the feature rink. Of course, first to 21 or to the 2-hour time. We're about 35 minutes away from that. Our triples, been asked in the comments, is 18 ends of 2-bowl triples. Well, once again, of course, under that 2-hour format. Mary Ingram, another one of the huge bowls followers, tuning in from Fife in Scotland. Oh, very good early morning to you, Mary. Thanks for being part of our coverage and seeing the up-and-coming stars of our sport over here. As we have 8 boys and 8 girls from all 3 states, New South Wales and Victoria on screen. There's Queensland here as well. Great to have so many viewers from around Australia and around the world joining in for session number 3. Overall ladder's starting to take shape. We'll be at the halfway point at the conclusion here, Shell, and from what we can see on the rink scoreboards down there on the carpet green, there's no state that's really dominating. Things are very well split amongst the sides.
Yeah, sure is. Always with the Tri-Series, it comes down to the last 2 rounds, even most of the time the last round.
So he's just got the better of things with opening bowl here on this end as he tries to add another into the count and has played this one very well. So a couple of shots there for Zoe. Also see at the back of the rink that fellow singles competitor Annabelle Teague has jumped in behind this rink as well to cheer on Zoe. As you mentioned earlier, Chanel, Annabelle has recorded a victory in her singles match. Already completed, 21-10. New South Wales over Queensland's Lily Vardy.
So we can get the jack here for Steph. She's got it. Looks like last bowler's shot now.
She's had all the answers so far.
Surely has. So just stick here now. Just try and draw another one in there. Both are 2 bowls and not too far away. Zoe's not far at all. Good shot there by Zoe.
So did we get any indication there, Chanel, of who was holding?
No, there was no indication. Looks pretty close. I think this might change it here now. That's a good shot there. I think it's definitely 1 to Steph now.
As we said, has the answer once again. So we're just trying to eye up something down on the back end. Just in the shadow there is a bowl that's sort of blocking that perfect angle onto the cannon there to the right of the jack.
Yeah, if she can see that cannon, she probably could get both the bowls at the head. Very close.
She doesn't like it on the backhand. She could try it on the
Forehand
side as well.
At the forehand. Possibly could just chip the bowl out clean as well. You can see a bit of Steph shot bowl.
You can swing this one pretty firmly. As you said, if she gets those 2 bowls out of the way, she still holds shot anyway. If she gets it perfect, she can make a couple. So she's going to line up forehand.
Yeah, I think she's going quick at this. Sure is.
I like that. Got the chance of bringing different results into play. Well, it just sails on the outside of the jack. Great effort. Stephanie Locke, who'll take this end and extend her advantage. 17-7 now to Victoria. You see that decisive bowl here in replay. That one to Zoe's does look definitely to be the shot. You'll see Stephanie Locke just come down on the left-hand side of the screen and move that bowl away to regain shot. And that was enough to see her win that end. And she has lost the jack.
She's done it a few times this game, but hasn't seemed to bother her.
Maybe it's her tactics.
Yeah, I know. definitely see a little bit of singles play. People just rolling the jack into the ditch and letting the other person roll it sometimes.
Well, I mentioned this morning with Nick that the jack on this carpet does seem to run a lot quicker than the bowls do.
It is very different, yes.
Easy to get caught out by rolling at similar speed to the bowls and having it sail away on you.
Yeah, sure is. Good opening there by Steph. Just finishing that meter past. Awesome line though. So we're just finishing past there. Her ball is staying up on the back of the green though. Both girls have really nailed their line on this end. Just struggling with that pace again. So we're looking a lot closer here. Good shot there.
Yeah, looks like it's dropped in for shot. Just a little bit of room for both these girls to work with. That nearest bowl, almost a metre past the jack.
Steph just overcorrecting there. Such good line again. Just that metre and a half short. So just looking to get around the front bowl. Just needs to slow down now. Really good effort though.
It's funny how these games have gone sometimes. These ever so slightly looser ends from Stephanie Locke. Zoe hasn't quite been able to capitalise. Every time she gets a really good one in, Stephanie is good enough to take shot away, and this will turn up enough for shot. That's definitely the nearest bowl.
Sure is. George is indicating one down to Zoe. She's just going to try and draw the shot in here. She has swapped her hands into the ditch side. Looking a bit
struggling to match up weight and line together, unfortunately. So we'll see another shot here to Stephanie Locke. It's just so hard in singles if you don't quite find it. We saw Zoe sort of walk near to us as she came past. You just see that slight look of frustration.
Yeah, sure is.
Bit of frustration mixed with anger on her face. It's just so hard when you can't quite find it, and then every time you do, your opponent seems to get one even closer.
Sure is. Happens a lot in singles. Still sticking to that T2T length. Steph is only 3 shots from conceding. Sometimes in singles, these can be the hardest shots to get. Wait, spot on then. Just not nailing her line.
Goes in behind. Of course, we are playing to a respot format if the jack goes out of bounds, so not a bad spot to finish there for Zoe's opener.
Yeah, good correction there by Steph. Really good shot. So we're just swapping her hands here. Still about a foot of room to draw the shot. Has got her one pass, so she can afford to give it a chance. She moves the ball off the line and trails the jack. It's pretty good. She's not far off at all. Zoe Davies.
Locke gets in for second.
She's been so close this game.
I said she's been part of the junior program here in New South Wales for the past few seasons, and someone who you've become accustomed to meeting in finals of junior events too, Chanel.
Sure is. We've met each other twice in the state junior girls singles this year and last year. Zoe's not too far away here. Oh, shot Zoe. It's really good.
Yeah, 2 singles finals in a row and a pairs final as well this year as
well. And a fours.
And a
All
fours
the
as well.
finals.
Oh, that's right. There was a fours at Marimbula, wasn't it? Was
This was, well, I was at the fours final last year. Came runner-up, but won it this year. So, yes.
So, looks to be holding 2 at the moment here, Zoe. So, that little touch on the jack means she can play the same weight again with the last. That's going to be the perfect weight to count again now. And as we get to the last 20 minutes or so of this playing session, every shot she can take is crucial. Well,
So it's just overplayed this a bit.
we saw the positive side, so happy to see that for Zoe. We'll just get confirmation of our score. And 2, I believe. And yes, confirmed. So 9 shots to 18. As I said, with a little under 20 minutes to go, I think she probably needs to win all the remaining ends and get a couple of big scores in amongst that as well.
Yeah, sure is. Definitely wants to win a few more ends now. If not getting the win, help the margin slightly, because that can come down to it.
She called perfectly a couple of ends ago, Chanel. It is the mat further up the green. Playing a similar distance to what she has been, but just changed mat and jack position.
Yeah, sure is. Can sometimes change it up slightly. Even bringing the mat all the way to the top of the line and covering it for your opponent can really throw them off sometimes if they look at it. Pretty good opener here by Zoe. Awesome start. Front toucher.
She might have a future in coaching yet, Chanel. If this playing career doesn't work out, I might fall back into coaching. Oh, you're right. There's no point moving the same way if it's not working for you. And that's outstanding to turn that front toucher off the jack.
Yeah, and again we see her coming in as soon as Zoe does a good one.
I see your good shot, and I'll raise you with this.
So we can just stick to this hand here. 4 to finish pass, hit the ball. Be pretty good. Gives her chances. Really wants to stay on the green though. So he's not too far away again at all.
Finds that gap.
It's going to be Sundar, but in a really good home.
She's had a few of those, hasn't she?
Yes, she has. Always been missing. Slightly inside, slightly outside.
Chance to be positive here. As we said, given the state of the game, needs to try and take a few shots here. So don't lose any speed. Zoe, give yourself a chance to sit the bowl or trial the jack.
Yeah, sure is.
Just outside the line, but it's another bowl at the back of the rink. And for Stephanie Locke, trying to draw between the jack and that last one. You get third shot and a bowl in behind. Try and protect what you currently have. So given the state of the game, she doesn't necessarily need to get the 21 with this time format, and she gets the deepest bowl on the rink.
I think I'd be looking to go this now. She could really kill it. Best result. Jack goes back on the tee. She doesn't have the deepest in the rink, but it will be 1 down to 1 down if the kill doesn't work. She does get the jack in.
The only other option, Chanel, and I'm sure she's tempted into it given the need for shots, is to probably just trail the jack a metre.
Yeah, sure is.
Definitely the tougher of the shots to play, but does give you maximum reward if you can play it correctly. I don't mind your call either. She gets the jack off the rink, especially if she got the shot bowl onto the jack and cleared that away. She'd hold a couple on the tee herself.
Yeah, sure is. She's got 2 good options there to play. Just chatting to Coach Jessie at the moment. She's made up her mind now.
Let's see what she's going to try.
Going to the backhand.
Backhand. I assume that's just to try and sit the bowl or a small touch on the jack.
Yeah, definitely.
Zoe Davies, can you hold on to get to this shot bowl? Just slides in under.
Really good speed though for that shot. Seems she was trying to sit that ball half the jack and sit it. She probably would have picked up before there.
Stephanie's just asked which bowl's third shot. So I wonder if that means she's going to try and sit the nearest Zoe Davies bowl out to sit and stay for 3 and wrap this match up.
Yeah.
Let's see how aggressive she wants to be here. And she's after it, Chanel. She's after this nearest bowl of Zoe Davies. Well, what's she going to move? Well, she may have conceded shot there.
Yeah.
The intent was there to try and get the 21, wasn't it? But
yeah, I think sometimes in singles you got to try not to get caught up with trying to get to that 21 mark. One's okay. Try and draw another one.
So it is Zoe that wins the end. Now 10-18. So 13 minutes remaining in this session. We'll get you those other scores on screen in just a moment as we get things underway here on our next end. See those starting to come through. Of course, for the singles players, their names showing up below their state. And in the triples format, you are seeing the skips name. So we'll let those roll through for the next little while. You can see all the scores across the 12 rinks in play here in our round 3 matches.
Good start there by Zoe. Sophia just going across. Decent speed though. Another good shot there. Finishing in pass, which helps.
We'll get that scoreboard just corrected there. 18-10 on screen as toucher there from Stephanie. It's still 1 there to New South Wales currently. So we're just trying to bring another one in on the draw. Would love to not touch the jack now and has done so.
Really good shot there.
So holds a couple.
See Steph swapping her hands here. So just trying to draw around, get back to the jack. Pretty good effort.
Drops in. Well, not quite sure if that's done enough for second.
No, I think Zoe probably needs to maybe swap her hands again. She gets back to the last bowl. She ends in a pretty good home. It stops Steph trailing it for 3 to win the game. Kind of like a cover and count.
Start of the game. We mentioned it a few times with the time running out. She just needs to pile in as many as she can. Ask her opponent to play the shot.
Zoe Davies not far away here at all. All comes down to her speed. It's a really good shot.
Well, brilliant Zoe. She's forced the issue here. And for Stephanie Locke, we haven't had to see her play too many aggressive shots.
Say, we haven't really seen her have to drive.
Hasn't needed to, has she? Yeah.
Not at all. I think she could go and get a couple out.
Well, she's going to be no worse off with any contact that she makes.
Exactly. There's not a lot of time now left, so she gets 2 out. Still makes it hard for Zoe to still fight back. She picks it up a 3. It's still possible. Jessie behind the rink. Steph chatting to teammate Marley and also Coach Steph as well.
A couple of Stephs in action. Steph Priest, I mean, a long time mentor to this junior squad, a very good player in her own right, of course. But coaches swapping around. We did mention here Mark Casey was on this rink earlier. Can't see him down on the green in front of us, so he must have swapped places with Steph and gone up to check out the boys' games up on the grass green.
Steph just swapped back to the forehand here. Just resetting. You might see some weight here. Shura. She didn't like that out the hand. Just missing touch wide.
Get Zoe's other bowl out of the way. We assume 3, Chanel. We'll wait and see what happens. Yeah, 3 shots, so 13-18 now the state of the game. And about 6 minutes or so remaining, so probably 2 ends as we see that last bowl of Zoe's, as you perfectly called, Chanel. She changed across to her forehand and just drew in to sit on her opponent's closest bowl.
Yeah, she played that perfectly.
Get that count of 3. So, well, she needs to win both the remaining ends, and 3-3 would
definitely do it
get
for
her
her
to the victory. Tough ask.
Yeah, with the way Steph's been playing, definitely going to be a big ask for Zoe to get 3-3, and 6 minutes is not a lot of time left. And Zoe's opening bowl here is pretty perfect again. She's really found it these last few ends.
Well, she'll be hoping there's 2 ends left. Of course, at about 5 minutes. As Steph just goes into the ditch with her first bowl, so big one here again for Zoe. As we said, all she can do is pile them in and hope the opponent misses. Chanel, she's tracking up here okay again.
She is. Another one in the area. Probably frames it a bit more for Steph. She's not too far away here at all. Just needs to get down now.
Yeah, very good correction.
Pretty good reply.
Yeah, done it well. That could be a second shot. Right, Zoe with a third here. Does have the option to just shift things around slightly, but important this one stays in and around the mark. And
yeah, definitely. Ideally, she probably wants to get up and over hers. Get onto the line is pretty good. Finishing past. It's a really good home. Gives her some options.
It's in the game, depending on where Stephanie Locke can finish here.
Yeah, it definitely makes Steph think about her weight. With Zoe's back row now past. But she just needs to tighten up her last. It'll be pretty spot on if she does. Look at effort here.
Well, goes past. Okay, for Zoe Davies, 2 options. Do you sit the nearest bowl, or do you just get a slight movement of the jack? I think to play to sit the bowl, if you squeeze in between her own, you see there on the left of screen, if she gets squeezed in between the 2 of those and moves her own onto the jack, that will work. She's played the weight for it.
Yeah, Zoe Davies.
Does she get to this bowl enough?
Oh, that's a really good shot, Zoe.
Well, moves enough to hold 3. We said she needed back-to-back 3s to be a chance. And good composure here for Stephanie to come down and have a look just at where things are situated, and just whatever weight she desires, really,
Yeah,
isn't
exactly. It does look like she might have the T if she gets both bowls and the jack, unless she just tries to draw it off.
The only thing she needs to be conscious of, Chanel, is she doesn't get Zoe's bowl to the left and through her own and run away. She doesn't want to
not
find
at
a way to
all.
lose a 4.
Exactly.
3, not a great result for her, but certainly doesn't want to bring in anything that where a 4 could come into consideration. Couple of minutes to go, so it looks like we potentially will get one more end after this, just depending on how quick Steph plays this one and whether there's any requirement for measuring to determine any shots. So a few metres of weight here for Steph Locke. Sit of the bowls, any movement of the jack deep in the rinks going to improve the situation, and she steps up to the plate. We're soon to find out, are we going to a last end thriller, or does Stephanie Locke lock the match away with this bowl?
Tell you what, she's not far off here at all.
Does it hold on to move something? Stephanie Locke, and she picks it up, and that will secure victory for the Victorian. What a terrific bowl. Gives the big fist pump to the Victorian supporters in the background. Now, I think on balance she has been the better player. As the players go to a measure here, we are approaching the conclusion of time. We'll see if they do get the jack rolled and underway here for another end. But Chanel, that was a great shot under pressure.
That was a really good shot, probably the shot of the match. Really changed it around. Oh, and there's the buzzer that goes.
And the siren has gone off, so this will be the final bowl. So had there not been a need for a measure here and Zoe held on to 3, it would have been a thrilling end to the game. As we just wait for confirmation to see whether it is 1 or 2 shots to Victoria. Whether the players were able to secure a result. As a great win there for Victoria's Stephanie Locke, and I think, Chanel, it's fair to say she was probably the better of the 2 players here today.
Definitely, she started right from end 1, put the pressure on Zoe, and really came away with the win. And well fought back from Zoe, and well done to both girls for an amazing match. Both should be extremely proud of themselves and have their heads high. It was just the one there to Steph as well, so end score concludes to 19-13. Congratulations, Steph, on an amazing game.
Yeah, big bowl there to finish things off. So it will be Victoria's Stephanie Locke who secures the 3 points for her state, 19 shots to 13. We will be back in half an hour from now for session number 4, and it will be a girls pairs match for New South Wales, Lily Kirk and Ella Cameron, to take on Queensland, Sky Peters and Chalise Road. So with that, viewers, my name's Lee Stinson. I've been joined by Chanel Secouch. Big thank you to all of you for watching on. As I said, come back with us in 30 minutes from now, and we'll be back. Round number 4. If you want to see all of those final scores, head to the Bowls Link results portal. But we'll see you all again shortly.